Hey guys, Peachy here, and I wanted to give you a bit of an update in terms of the points from the 2007-2008 seasons. While I was editing the 2013 season, I realized that I had used the wrong point system for 2007 and 2008. I had used the top 10 chase point system that was used from 2004 to 2006 in those seasons, but that ended up being incorrect because 2007 was the first year in real life that the chase was expanded to add two wildcard drivers among the top 10 in points into the chase. So I did make corrections on the point standings for 2007-2008 with this change, and now I'm going to show you the updated points for the 07 and 08 seasons. So the points at the end of the 07 and 08 videos are no longer accurate, and these two seasons have now been updated with the current point system that they would have used in real life in those years. So I wanted to show you the final standings that are not with the chase, the non-chase standings. Jeff Gordon easily would have won the title with 10 wins and 486 points ahead of Jimmy Johnson, his teammate. The top two were dominant all season long, winning 14 of 36 events in 2007, and that still hasn't changed yet. And here is the updated chase standings. It was a 33-point victory for Jimmy Johnson, winning the championship in 2007, so that still applies. And the changes here are two new chase competitors from 2007. Those two new chase competitors are Kevin Harvick and Dale Earnhardt Jr. They were implemented into the chase in 2007 retroactively, as they were the two wildcard drivers from that season. So 07 added two chasers with the 29 of Harvick and the 8 of Dale Earnhardt Jr. It did change the it changed the standings of the playoff drivers by just a bit, as Kevin Harvick would be 6th in the points at the end, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. will be 9th in the points at the end of the season. And there you see all the other drivers that have done how they've done in the standings. If you haven't seen the 2007 video, I highly recommend you watch that video to see how this season went down. Now to the 2008 season. Final non-chase standings updated. Jimmy Johnson would be champion with more consistency, top 5s, top 10s than Carl Edwards. And your chase standings, the champion is Kenny Irwin Jr. He would still be champion in 2008 even with the updated point system, and a 58-point margin over Jimmy Johnson. So Kenny Irwin Jr. got his first title in 2008 with that 88 team nevertheless. That would have been Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s ride, but he moved to the 8 car. He was still stuck with DEI in 2008 in this universe. Two added playoff drivers were Matt Kenseth and Davey Allison. Believe it or not, these two were added when I updated the points for 2008 as well with the accurate points standing. There's Johnson, Nadeau, Kenny Irwin Jr., and all the others you see on your screen. Allison and Kenseth again were added to the chase into the two wildcard spots, so they got in. And your final standings, Davey Allison finished 4th in the standings. I mean, everyone thought his career was over in 2008 by that season, but somehow had a magical run like his old days in the 08 season. Ended up finishing 4th in standings. He somehow, some way found, he somehow, some way was able to pause Father Time in the 2008 season and finish 4th in the standings. He didn't win a race in the season, but he somehow defied all odds to finish 4th in the standings in the chase nevertheless. Matt Kenseth's win actually got him into as a wild card, as a chaser in the wild card 2008. He ended up 6th in the points in the final standings. But the champion remains the same. Kenny Irwin Jr. still wins the title in 2008. What a terrific comeback. In the past seasons, Adam Petty and Kenny Irwin, they were on a slump. Huge slump in the mid-2000s. But Kenny Irwin Jr. rebounded to become a champion. It takes just changing to a new team to get him as a competitor once again. So there you have it, the updated 2007-2008 seasons. If you haven't watched the 2008 season, I highly recommend you watch that to see how all this happened. Same for the 2007 video, and of course the 2013 video I just did. So check that out as well if you haven't seen that already. I'm working on the 2014 season now. That'll be the first season with the 16 driver playoffs. We don't have to call it the chase anymore. We can call it the playoffs again, like they're doing in real life right now. So now this 2014 will be the first to have 16 drivers in the playoffs and have elimination races every 3 races. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be a lot of fun to do, having 16 drivers in the playoffs, eliminations after every 3 races, up until the championship 4 in the finale, all decided in the season finale. It's going to be very exciting. I can't wait to cover the 2014 seasons and beyond. So this is what I'm working on right now. So I'm hoping to finish the 2010s this year and hopefully get to the 2020s. Currently doing 2022 weekly. In case you haven't seen those already, I'm doing the 2022 season weekly when the races come out and the lineups are determined. And I will do this again next year, of course. And I will have to go back and work on 2020 and 21. But that's a long ways from now. So I still got to focus on doing 2014 and then the rest of the decade. So anyway, hope you guys stick around for the 2014 season whenever it will come out eventually. I've got a bunch of work ahead of me. It'll take a while, but I hope you enjoyed the 2013 season video I did. It took a lot of hard work, but it was worth it. It was all worth it at the very end. So anyway, this is Pichu London, and I'll see you later.